everyone, it's Cindy. Cindy です。カナダ・トロント郊外から発信しています。このチャンネルでは日本であまりお目にかかれないような話題やニュースを中心にお届けしています。
Trump's going to make his first presidential appearance this weekend at the Conservative Political Action Conference in Orlando, CPAC. The same time, his former VP Mike Pence declined a chance to speak, supposedly because the former president and VP are supposed to stay quiet after the inauguration. That's why he says he's not going. Let's talk about who is going. Let's bring in the chairman of CPAC, Matt Schlapp. Good to see you, Matt. Why is this the right move for CPAC to give Trump the platform which somewhat presents him as a future prospect?
Well, I mean, the reason why it's right for President Trump to be at CPAC is because he just spent 4 years enacting the most conservative policy we've ever seen from any president, certainly any Republican president. And 73 million Americans voted for him. They thought the policies helped make America strong. We weren't apologizing overseas. The forgotten men and women had great economic prospects. And, you know, he simply did what he said he was going to do. So why not have him speak? It seems to me that it makes perfect sense that he would come back and talk to his followers and faithful and talk about what's going to happen in the future.
Because it makes CPAC tacitly endorsing his election farce.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Well, he lied about the election being a fraud, and you having him there and giving him a platform seems to be your acknowledgement of the same. If you have him on the platform, then you're saying,
so
yeah,
we
like
going
what he
to
says.
Spend these states were simply following state law. I was in the state of Nevada. That's simply not true.
No, I didn't.
Clark County,
I didn't say that.
Clark County was not following state law.
I didn't say that. What I said was...
What do you mean?
I'll tell you.
People should vote one time, and when you're in the midst of a pandemic...
Yeah, but you don't have a significant number of people who voted more than once.
You shouldn't be able to vote in 2 states.
It's not conceptual.
That's not true. And
it's not conceptual, though. Matt, I hear what you're saying. I've heard you say it a lot.
Just because you win...
I'm just saying, it's just not true.
Well, you had me... You can't have an election in another country that the State Department would accept these types of ground rules. So we got to go back to voting in a legal and orderly manner.
But Matt, you're making a straw man argument. It's a boogeyman argument. There is no proof. You lost. And now you're going to keep that going. Steve Scalise the other day on TV, you guys really want the conservative movement to be made on the back of a lie about the election?
Let me just go through voter fraud. When voter fraud occurs, no matter who
but you need to have proof,
it should be fully prosecuted. And
you have to have proof that it would have changed an outcome.
We have it.
You don't have it.
We have it, but you're right. You're right. We do have it.
You can't have it because you had chances to produce it. You had chances to produce it. Matt,
would you sit down
no,
and go
because you
through
had
the
your
evidence
chance
with
at
me?
this.
You won't do it.
Matt, you had your chance.
Nobody.
Matt, why do you ignore that dozens of lawsuits failed on this? Why ignore it? There is no proof that there was a problem based on your suspicion. Georgia said there was no fraud.
I'll sit down and show you the proof. Would you
Georgia
sit down with
says
me
there was no
and go
fraud,
through the proof?
And these are your people.
That's not right.
They are Republicans.
That's not right. No,
it is right.
No,
they said
not right. No,
I am right.
Nobody ever said there was no. Nobody ever said there was no fraud in Georgia. What they actually said was
the Georgia officials said exactly
that. They were going to not check the signatures on the mailed-in ballots. And if you don't check the
Georgia state
on the
officials
ballots, you can't know
Georgia,
if that's a legal ballot.
Matt,
and you can't run a democracy that way.
Matt, listen. If you want to make things better, make them better. I'm just telling you, these arguments are making things worse.
I do that every day, my friend.
These are your officials in Georgia from your party who said there was no fraud here. Stop saying it. You're going to get us hurt. And then you did.
Chris, there was widespread voter fraud in the last election. In a bipartisan sense, Democrats and Republicans should agree on a couple things. You should be a registered voter to vote. Certainly if you're in a registration state. You should only vote once, And if you vote by mail, somebody at that election office should have to verify that signature according to the state statute. That did not happen in the state of Nevada, and that did not happen in Georgia, and that did not happen in Philadelphia.
And if you are going to
you can say it's
qualify,
fine. I say let's never have an election like that ever again.
And if you're going to look, nobody should argue against improvements. What I'm saying is very simple, and you know this. What Trump did.
Very good. Very good.